Hey guys,
Hey.
Welcome to today. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. If you remember, if you've been following our journey, a little while ago we asked you guys to leave questions for our donor family, and we have some responses, so we are going to read them to you today.
And if you're wondering, donor family, what do you mean?
Yes.
And you're new and you're watching us for maybe the first time, we've done embryo adoption, and so we have a number of videos all about that you'll want to check out. So
and we'll link a playlist up here and down below.
Exactly.
So you can catch up. But essentially, we are pregnant with our baby girl, and we are pregnant through embryo adoption. We have a relationship with our donors. So we have questions that you guys asked, and we have their responses. So the way we're going to kind of go about this is we wanted to keep it as true and genuine to their voice as possible.
Yeah.
And of course, because it's us reading it, that means we're just going to go word for what they said and not change anything, not summarize. So it will be a little long.
Yeah, and we will be reading right from here because we obviously couldn't memorize everything.
Enough of that, we'll just get into it so that we can, give you guys some insight into what their responses were. Oh, and another disclaimer is, please bear with me if I'm huffing and puffing because I do not have the lung capacity. Yeah,
I'll try to read a bit more than Ayla will, just so that she doesn't run out of breath and peel
pass
over.
Out and die. Okay, so we're going to start with just a message from them to you guys, actually. Do you want to start so I can already catch my breath?
Yeah, you take a breath.
Okay.
Firstly, thank you. Thank you for supporting Ayla and Caleb along their journey to building their family. We had the opportunity to see the effect of this firsthand when they stayed with us for the transfer last summer. Your love, hope, prayers, and positive energy surrounded Ayla and Caleb like a beautiful bubble as they navigated yet another step in the rocky road to parenthood. Thank you as well for supporting and sharing the messages that Ayla and Caleb have brought to the forefront by sharing their story with the world through their vlog. That infertility is life-changing and affects all facets of our lives, both when actively striving to overcome it and forever after. That through flexibility and positivity lift us up and enable us to carry on. It is important to grieve during those dark times of anguish, frustration, and despair, so that we acknowledge the validity of those feelings and allow ourselves to move on to the next step. And finally, that infertility is a growing issue and one that needs to be recognized and addressed on many fronts. It's people like Ayla and Caleb who are helping to normalize what is still too often the stigma of infertility and the hard choices that those of us traveling this road are faced with. Without you, though, the message would not travel nearly so far around the world. So thank you again for your part in the heartwarming story of this resilient, optimistic, open-hearted, genuine, and incredibly caring couple. It's funny reading what they're saying about us to you guys. It's a very sweet message from them.
Okay, now on to the Q&A responses. Much of the basic info has been covered in past vlogs by Ayla and Caleb, so we highly recommend going back and checking them out.
Thank you.
Plug.
Especially our infertility story, which really covers everything up until we did embryo adoption.
Yeah. Okay, so the first question was, how did you find Ayla and Caleb? How many children do you have? Did you do IVF? How many embryos did you start with? We were already in the middle of our own infertility journey when we came across Ayla and Caleb's vlog in the summer of 2016, just about to start another round of IVF with ICSI to try for our second child. I was searching for some solace in virtual infertility camaraderie, ideally in the same country as me. Luck was with me, and I found it in spades with these special people. The cycle resulted in 4 little day 5 embryos, which were all frozen in anticipation of frozen embryo transfer attempts. We've been extremely lucky with our fertility clinic experience. Our daughter was a result of our first IVF with ICSI cycle, and our son was the first FET we did with one of those 4 embryos. I followed Ayla and Caleb's story closely throughout our second pregnancy, including the exciting announcement of their upcoming embryo adoption, followed by the devastating fallout and their decisions that came next.
How did you decide on embryo adoption? How did you choose Ayla and Caleb? We had already begun discussions of what next regarding our remaining embryos, but obviously wanted to ensure a safe delivery of our little one prior to committing to anything. Following the birth of our son, we began to talk more seriously about what to do with our remaining embryos, as we both felt that we had a very positive infertility journey thus far and our family was complete with our 2 children. Knowing how much love, courage, strength, and positive energy went into initiating and carrying out our IVF cycle in order to create these beautiful opportunities for children, we were becoming increasingly committed to the idea of not only giving our 3 embryos a chance at life with a loving family, but also giving a family a chance to experience everything that comes from carrying and growing their child and bringing him or her into the world. Additionally, a completely unexpected side effect of traveling this challenging road of infertility has been the discovery of the many other couples and individuals who struggled and are still struggling, as well as the incredibly deep bonds that have been created due to this shared experience. As unique as each person's experience is, we feel that those struggling with infertility are a very special type of people. The raw emotion and resilience required in their vulnerability makes them truly beautiful people. It is through these treasured connections with other couples that we were inspired to help others in similar situations, one avenue of which was the opportunity of embryo donation. We initially reached out to Ayla and Caleb in the fall of 2017, just to see if there was even any interest on their side. Our extremely positive experience that followed, including getting to know each other and finding out more and more about the whole process of embryo donation, helped solidify our decision to donate all 3 of our remaining embryos to Ayla and Caleb for them to hopefully grow their family. Man, I'm happy I'm not pregnant.
Okay, what was your reaction to finding out Ayla was pregnant following the FET? How do you feel now, and is it different than you had imagined it would be? Pure joy, incredible happiness, amazement, and a beautiful sense of rightness and peace. It was very emotional in a good way. It felt like it was meant to be, and on some level, regardless of how implausible it sounds or seems, that we already knew it would work because from the very beginning, everything just felt right. While undergoing the legal process of donating our embryos, as well as considering our feelings regarding the genetic aspects, we didn't really focus on or imagine what we would feel during an actual pregnancy. Rather, more on the future when the potential baby or babies would be in the world. Thinking about it now, I can honestly say that we feel 100% positive about our choice to donate our embryos, that it has been a special privilege and joy to watch Ayla experience carrying and growing her daughter while we continue to build our relationship with her and Caleb. That knowing that we are a part of their journey, that they are a part of our journey, and that we are all a part of Nova's journey through life is something unbelievably precious. This experience will be treasured for the rest of our lives.
What will your relationship with Nova be like once she's born? Our relationship with Ayla and Caleb, as well as our experience with embryo donation, is a very unique and special situation. We are unaware of any other open embryo donation with this level of closeness, so there isn't really a precedent for us to follow. While there is certainly a legal agreement that was signed for the benefit of all involved, we are committed to remaining flexible and open to opportunities for contact as they arise. Ayla and Caleb are Nova's mom and dad. We did not have, nor do not expect to have, any say in any aspect of their parenting decisions. We value their friendship deeply, and we look forward to collaborating with them going forward as we make decisions based on the best interests of both our families, especially our children and theirs.
And then this is the last question. Why have you chosen to remain anonymous? There are several reasons for our choice to remain anonymous as far as Ayla and Caleb's vlog is concerned. One of the main reasons is our wish for the focus to be on Ayla and Caleb's journey to parenthood and creating their family. We do not want to take away from their joy and celebration by having that spotlight shined on us. Yes, we donated our embryos to them, but we see that as providing them with 3 beautiful opportunities to grow their family. They are the ones who have nurtured and grown their little girl, experienced the ups and downs of pregnancy, read to her every night, and are excitedly awaiting the arrival of their daughter into this world. The second main reason is the respect and love we have for our daughter and son. They are too young to understand the implications of our decision at this point, though it is one that will impact their lives ahead. We wish to be the ones who will explain why and how this decision was reached and carried out, with love, patience, and understanding. It would be wholly unfair and unkind to them to find out about something this personal through some comment or unexpected and unprepared online exposure. We sincerely hope that you can all respect our choice, and if by some chance you do find out more personal details about us, that you will do the right thing. We did it!
Yeah. We managed to read through it all.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
You didn't fumble too much. Yes, I feel okay.
So, those are their responses, word for word, exactly how they wrote them. The way they write the responses, and you can just really tell how much thought they've put into answering these questions for you guys. It's just one of the reasons why our relationship with them is so good, and how going forward we're going to be able to work through this together. And as much as, like they said, this isn't necessarily something that many people have gone through.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a new experience every step of the way.
Yeah, it's not like we can really research what other people are doing because there isn't there just like
It's-
there just isn't.
Yeah, to
Which
cut
is-
in.
But that's why we are trying to be so open in
Yeah.
our journey, is because we want to be able to be that for other people.
And I think it's really important to show you guys that this is a possibility, that there are so many couples out there who have embryos that are frozen in storage and they're not so sure what to do with them. So it is a possibility that maybe embryo donation is something for you.
All right, so we hope you enjoyed getting like that different perspective, and thank you guys for those questions and for being patient on getting these responses. We are really excited to be able to share them with you guys.
Well, I hope you got a lot of insight into the responses here, and we hope you enjoyed this video. So please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't joined us yet, and if you are new to our channel, because we post a lot of different types of content, especially coming up here in 3 weeks. We're going to be having
We're
a
about
baby
to have a
girl.
baby!
There's a lot of excitement coming. We'd love for you to be a
Yes.
part of it. So please join us if you like this video. So thanks for watching.
And we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Bye!